We are going to rescue a stuck chick. Is going to open it up, make sure that they can get out. You're going to start by making sure you know exactly where the air sac is. Make sure there's no veins or anything around. Before you do this, make sure the little one is not able to get out first and doesn't have some veins that are still stuck in there that you could make them bleed to death or something like that if you do this wrong. But if you don't do anything, the bird also is most likely going to die as well. So start off carefully. One thing I'll do is get a really damp, almost dripping rag or towel. Just make sure everything's wet. I know this guy's okay to come out of the shell because he has, him or her has pipped over 48 hours ago. So, again, very carefully, make sure you're starting off at the top of the egg where the air sac is. Because up there you know there's not going to be any veins. You're going to carefully crack it. I've done this quite a few times. I know what I'm doing, but just go really slow. Take your time with it. Don't rush. Continue to check. Use the light if you have to, the candle, to make sure that there is no veins in the membrane here. You see a vein? Stop. You rip that vein, you can make that chick bleed to death, and you do not want to do that. That's a rough one to deal with. And continue nice and slow. Make sure you're keeping everything damp. Don't use too much water, because if you get too much in there, the chick can also drown from getting too much water in there. Now, I'll go a little bit faster than you should. Again, I've been doing this for a while. You can see the different layers in the membrane. This here is the membrane that would have veins in it, not the outer part here. Right here's where you're going to be looking for veins, and I'll shine light on here again to see if we can help the camera see if there's any there or not. A little hard to see anything on camera, but I can see there's no veins anywhere in this. This little one's ready to come out, so I'm going to try and pick up the pace here. So, make sure when you're doing this, you be really careful doing it. Don't watch those people that see a stuck chick and then just crack it open really fast. It may be okay once in a while for those people, but most likely, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna rip open a chick that is not ready. And again, take your flashlight if you have to. Just look for veins. And as I said already, I already know there is none in here. But you're still going to want to go slow, even if you know, because the membrane can be stuck to the chick. That could be one reason why it didn't hatch out. So if it has a little bit of its fluff in a dried section, you don't want to rip that fluff off of them. And very carefully. And there we go. There it is. Now, put him over here with his little friend, who, as you can see, is already dried out. We'll let him in there, for another couple hours so he can dry out. Spend some time with his friend, get his legs underneath him. That way we don't work on giving him splay leg by accident. Make sure when you are doing this, you have something on the bottom that they can grip onto. That way that'll help him get out of the, sorry, not out of the egg, but that'll help him not get splay leg.